My actual favorite thing about Robin Hobb's books is the way that they handle the conversation around autonomy and consent. I have read a lot of fantasy books over the years, much of which probably qualifies as grimdark, or at the very least dark, if I really stop to think and categorize it. And many of those books, in turn, present scenes of extreme violence, often sexual violence. I find myself bracing for the sexual assault scene, either the scene itself or the threat of it, whether or not it actually happens. And the way that it is consistently presented as one of three options. There's one, oh, it's just realistic, especially if you're a woman in times like those. It's just a thing that you should expect to happen if you get captured, which, it's a world with dragons. Accuracy? No. Two, a lot of the time I find it presented as a punishment for a femme-presenting character for existing in her femininity. It is a punishment for her femaleness within the narrative. Option 3, which is my least favorite presentation of this out of all of them, which is, oh, actually going through something like that gave her a backbone. It made her stronger. So actually it was a good thing that happened to her. That sucks. If you have ever defended a scene like that with that defense, that sucks, and you should think about your choices and the way that you interact with any woman that you exist in the world with. Cool, yeah, great. Robin Hobb doesn't do any of that. And that's not to say that these scenes don't exist in her books. They do, but they exist within a larger conversation about bodily autonomy and self-ownership and abuse of power and violation of personal boundaries. And it is absolutely a conversation that is present in every single one of her books that I have read. I think that conversation is made the most explicit in the Soldier Sun trilogy, actually, completely separate from Realm of the Elderlings. But at its core, that's the conversation in each of her books, is the relationship between personal autonomy and those who would abuse it, those who would take it away. And I didn't even realize how refreshing it was to have that take that places it in the conversation where it belongs until I was finally reading it. I don't think I even truly realized until I was almost done with FITZ and the Fool, and I went, oh, this has been here from the very beginning. Whether it is the conversation about a royal abusing his vassal, or somebody using somebody else's body, or somebody abusing somebody else's body, that is the conversation that is central to these books. And I didn't even realize how much I had been longing for books that would have that conversation instead of just presenting that kind of violence until I was almost done with the series. I think that when we talk about Robin Hobb, we should highlight that more.